And I just kind of took a shot in the dark with that one, but I actually like that. What's going on, guys? Yeah, okay. I started making this beat. I was actually messing around with the Serum VST. And for those of you who are not familiar with Serum, I know I'm behind the curve on it. Excuse me. I know I'm way behind on this because it's been out for a very, very long time. But honestly, I thought it was mostly kind of hype, and I just really thought it was like. But what I learned about it is that it just off of kind of listening to the presets, and I had some presets from some of the downloaded kits that I had too. What I've learned is that it's a really, really good sounding synth engine. Because there's a lot of VST synths that I really don't use because they get real harsh and thin at the top, at the mid range, and it just kind of sounds cheap. But Serum has some really, really, really good sounds. It doesn't come with like 10,000 presets like you'll see in some VSTs and stuff like that. But if you are into sound design, or you actually really want a good sounding synth and you don't mind tweaking your sounds, or you want to have something where you can download presets for, this would be a really, really good fit for you, especially if you plan on investing a little bit and downloading some presets, because it has some really good sounds. And not only that, I haven't got a chance to play around with it a lot, but I mean, even just kind of looking at how they have the effects layout, like you can actually set up an effects chain, rearrange it, and I actually think that's cool. I haven't messed with that a lot. They have a matrix view where you can have macros, and you can adjust like your LFOs and stuff like that. And you can actually just set up like all your modulators, how you want them to react. And I guess you could probably map these to your controller. Yeah. So if you're actually into that type of stuff, I think that this is a really good, synth. And not just because of what you can do with it as far as the matrix and the effects, because if you're working in a DAW, more than likely you're going to have some effects, but the sound of the sound of the VST synth is actually what I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I was working on without you guys, so don't be mad, but go ahead and make sure that you hit that subscribe button, because I do plan on doing some more beat making videos, and I have some really good mixing videos coming up as well. And for those of you who are serious about like mixing and making beats and stuff like that, I'm working on a few ebooks. That way you guys can have some material that you can really read up on and get some diagrams and screen grabs of different things like that, so you can really kind of visualize what I'm saying outside of my videos. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button so we can actually grow this channel and we can grow together. So this is what I started off with. Well, I'm going to take the filter off of it, and then I'll put the filter back on. So pretty simple. I went ahead and put a filter on there just to kind of mellow it out a little bit. And this is just the machine filter, so I mean, it's nothing special about this. It's just a low pass filter. You can do that in your DAW, FL, anything you get. And with this sound, I actually just took the melodic part and took the bass part out, but just to kind of layer the sound, make it a little more percussive. And I was looking for a pad. I really didn't find one that I'm really, really crazy about right now. Serum, I haven't had it, but I wanted to kind of keep the vibe of the beat. So I just actually put the keys in there, but I just put something plain in there. Here that is. And I'll just stretch these out just so they can kind of go the length, but so it's not an empty space in between the notes. Okay, so we get to the drums, and this is my drum pack that I have on the website. I also have a free version of this as well, but the free version is the producer starter pack. Has some really good 808s in there, has some really good effects and stuff like that. Couple sound kits, sound construction kits, to get you some, samples going, start off your beats. And but the Stimulus sound pack is the newest one that I have, and I have that at like 30% off right now. I started off with the hats, and I just kept them playing 8th notes. And what I like to do with, if you're using a machine, when you use note repeat, if you hold down 2 notes, it kind of alternates between the 2 like a ARP. I really like that because it kind of it gives you like a dynamic sound, like one is hitting just a little bit harder. So it gives you a little bit of movement. So, and I do plan on adding some subtle stuff to this hi-hat. I just wanted to get something to really get me started. And then I added in this clap from Cymatics. Shout out to Cymatics. They have some dope sound libraries too, so make sure y'all check those out. Okay, let me see something. I kind of hear something. Let me see. All right. And then I added in this 808 right here. And everything I kind of kept playing because I want to do some detail editing, because I want to make it complex, but I don't want to make it sound like every other trap beat. And I know that might be offensive to people who actually kind of, they only make trap beats and stuff like that. But I've been trying to broaden my horizons a little bit, so I've been kind of taking my time on doing my drums and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually take you through a little bit of my process as I go through. I might not talk as much, but I do hope you guys enjoy these type of videos. I just didn't want to leave you out of this video. All right. It's a clean sounding kick, but I think I want to dirty that up just a little bit. All right. I was just kind of just getting a feel for everything. This kick and this 808 isn't really playing real well together, but that's something that I'll address in the mix stage if I can really just get it to sit well as far as the beat making process. All right, so I think I can get it to kind of play well. Let me see if I can get like a nice 808 glide going. Yeah, it's a little subtle, but I can deal with that. I kind of like this one. It's nice and smooth. I don't really want it to stick out too much. All right, so as a matter of fact, let me save this as I don't know. We'll just put never forget for y'all YouTube because I almost left y'all out of this beat, but I didn't want to, if I have a really good beat going, I think that's an opportunity for you guys to actually see my process organically. So you know what? I think I might be able to make something happen. So let me put this on audio, and we're gonna see what that does for the drums. All right, but what I'm gonna do is so it really doesn't like clash. I want to put maybe let me try a flanger and see how it sounds. All right, I'm gonna turn the feedback down a little bit because I don't want it doing too much. All right, so with that being in there, I can actually turn my hi-hats down just a little bit. And like I said, this is actually in the loop pack, so this kind of gives you a demo of it. I'm kind of hearing maybe like some acoustic guitar type. All right, I'd rather the 6 string. All right, so we're gonna see what we can do with this. All right, so I think this might work just a little bit, but I don't. Kind of hearing something maybe just a little bit more of a faster. All right, and as you can hear, stuff started coming to me as I started really kind of getting into it. So that's why I kind of try to tell you guys, don't rule anything out, and maybe if it's too much, take out the part that's too much, but let the ideas flow, and you can really kind of start getting some more stuff in. But I'm going to see where I can fit this in, how I can fit this in without clashing with what I already put in. As I can see, I got some notes kind of overlapping, but I'll go in here and I'll fix that afterwards. All right, so let me see. I'm thinking I might just be able to take out the main chords that I put in. I'm gonna see what that does for it. Oh. All right, let me fix my notes so they won't trigger too loud, because that was a little disturbing. turn them up just a little bit more because I think that, and I'm actually doing this on my machine. That's why you really don't see it on my screen. So, and if you have a machine, what you do is you press down the variation and you adjust the velocity range from the knobs and hit apply for my machine users out there. All right, so, and honestly, so make sure you drop down in the comments what you think this beat needs. I'm gonna mess with it just a little bit more. It's very laid back, but I know in the mixing phase, that's usually where I add in a lot of transitions and stuff like that. Mainly because I know Machine has the clips feature, but I don't really like the arranging Machine right as of right now. When they said that they were working on making it a full DAW, I got really excited, but it was really just the introduction of adding in clips. And the clips feature to me is not really enough for me to, you know, arrange in Machine, because if I want to arrange a Machine, what I normally do is, for an instance, like what I normally do, I'll do this on the screen so you can actually see. What I normally do is duplicate this maybe about 3 or 4 times, and what you would do is for each pattern, you would delete or add in what you want to add, and adjust those per scene. And to me, it's just a little tedious. I mean, you do the same thing with the drums. Like if I don't want the hi-hats coming in a certain period, I have to on one of these patterns, I have to erase the hi-hats out and choose that for one of the scenes. And so to me, it's just a little easier if I was able to visualize it like I do when I'm using Cubase. So, I mean, Machine, Native Instruments, if you're listening to this, this is one of the updates I am really looking forward to. I've been a long time Machine user since like 2013. So I started off with the MK1, and now I use the MK3, which I love, and I love your sounds. But the software, as far as arranging, to me, it's not fast or anything like that. But good software though. I'm gonna try something, and this is gonna be a little out there, but oh, hold on for a second. I meant to add this on my melody channel. All right. And right there, something like that, that would make this beat kind of really, really cool because, and I just kind of took a shot in the dark with that one, but I actually like that. All right, so I kind of like this, but what I'm thinking is adding in a flanger on it because I want it to be kind of, yeah. So that way, when it starts off, it has a nice little hit going on. I don't know, it kind of was a little late. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, turn that down. And I do need to turn it down just a little bit more, but right now I'm just trying to give you guys some of the ideas that I'm normally doing. I want to turn down that flanger just to mix a little bit. And as far as the guitar, I'm probably gonna run some kind of effect on that during the mix phase because either maybe like a delay and maybe like a little bit of a chorus or something like that, because it kind of sounds like it's sticking out just a little far, and I maybe want to add a little width to it or something like that. But I want it to blend in and stand out at the same time, if that makes sense. From there, I think I'm gonna really leave it alone. I mean, because I think it's good where it is. All right. Because I don't think I want to really add on that dramatic spin to it. Yeah, I think I'd rather keep it, keep it where it is. It's kind of just like a real chill, vibey beat. I would really like to hear a good a good lyricist on there, or something creative. Okay, I got an idea. Let's see. I think I'm gonna add in another guitar because I need something behind that. My mind is moving a million miles per hour for some reason right now. It gets like that sometimes when I'm kind of hyped on a beat, when I'm thinking about how I'm gonna mix it, and I have a few people that I normally send some samples out to before I put them up. So, all right, guitar, and I think that was that this one? No, it was. Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna add that in the background just to kind of just add in just a little more of on the guitar. It just sounds by itself right now. All right, I think that's it. All right, and I feel like I got a wrong note in there somewhere, so I need to just solo everything except for the guitars. Yeah. So yeah, I think I might have to do it just like this right here because it's clashing with that riff. And take it here. Let me see how this sounds. Okay, so I think that kind of makes a difference. Let me play them together. Oh, I'm sorry, I was clicking stuff. Let me listen. All right, I got a little rogue note in here. Is this the one? All right, so I got this note in there. Okay, I actually think that's good. So I'm gonna play it with the drums. That's usually kind of letting you know how well it rolls or flows. Okay, but I think I'm gonna stop it right there because I'm actually really feeling this beat. I'm really digging this beat. If you're digging this beat, make sure you smash that like button, man, and share it with your friends. And hit me up, gotbetterbeats.com. If you guys need beats, I have 50% off right now with the code 50OFF, 50OFF. So don't miss out on that. I've been keeping it flowing because I'm getting ready to do some different stuff with my beats right now, and they might not be available for a while, so this is the best time to go ahead and get you some beats. And if you're serious about it, get the track out so you can get a mix professionally. And if you need somebody to mix your songs, hit me up. I'm all around the board. But man, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. If you got to this point in the video, man, shout out to you, man. And I want to hear you guys' music, especially if you're buying beats from me. Please email me and let me know what you're doing with your song so I can actually give you a shout out. I can listen to it on my channel. And also that might open it up for a nice mix critique. But please guys, know if you're sensitive about your music and you don't want anybody to judge your music, I understand. But if you actually really want to know, I will be honest with you guys, but I'm not going to be trashing you guys' music because trust me, when I listen to some of my old music and mixes and stuff like that, I mean, hey, I hear the flaws in it and it's just not pleasant to the ears. So like I said, if you actually want me to listen to your music, hit me up, gotbetterbeats.com. Hit me up on the contact us page. Peace.